Good Monday morning, everybody.
Good Monday morning. It's March 3rd. Girl, we're already in
Oh,
March, which
I know.
means
Which
what?
means we are 1 week away from the Triton's home opener.
Spring. We're 1 week away, evidently, in Corpus from spring break. Is
That
that
too.
correct?
Yes.
And so kids only have this week to go to school, and then you get a week's vacation. The weather was great this weekend.
It was
Um,
beautiful this weekend. I
It
got
was
some sun.
beautiful. I have raccoon eyes from sunglasses on,
Hmm.
and it was a lot of vitamin D out in the universe.
Yes, I have such a weird like sunburn on my arms and the back of my knees.
Yep,
And I don't know if it's from the parade or if it's from the scrimmage.
probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both. I know I have raccoon eyes from Mardi Gras themselves because it was so bright outside once the fog
Yes. Once the
uh
fog lifted, yeah, it was like boom,
lifted.
sun.
So how did your Tritons like the parade?
Oh
They
my
were
God.
in it.
They had a blast. It was crazy, and I'm so happy they were able to go out and because I had told them like it's a big event, like it's like on the island, it's Mardi Gras. They didn't believe me. And then as
They
soon as
never do.
no, of course not. As soon as we like got onto the beach, because we rode like everyone rode on the trailer to get to from the pavilion to the beach. As soon as like I was like, "Hey, get off! Like we gotta walk like to like the dancers and the players." They were like, "Oh my God!" Like just that little part they saw. Like
Hmm.
right when we turned on, they're like, "There's so much people," and even like as we got further down, they're like, "What the heck?" Even like our coach was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "No, like it's like a huge,
I
huge
know. I
event.
can't wait to hear the final numbers. I know they're guesstimating close to 15,000 is my
It's
understanding.
crazy, especially with the extra mile and a half."
An extra half a mile. Yeah. And the thing is it was beautiful weather.
It was. Hmm.
Once the
Once the
fog
fog
lifted,
lifted, it was
yeah, it was
perfect
gorgeous. It was a
weather.
great day. There was a lot of alcohol.
Hmm.
There was a lot of food.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, so obviously I evidently I have to tell these guys to eat before they go to events is what I'm figuring out. So they were all hungry because none of them thought to eat breakfast before because I
They
love
didn't think.
them. I love our boys or our men because they're not really boys, but they're babies sometimes. So they were all hungry. One thing we like Corpus is known for is if we're gonna do a beach, like anything on the beach, there's gonna be food. Whether it's barbecue, it is seafood, like whatever it is, it's gonna be there. And so
Yep.
at one point, we were probably about like 25% of the way, maybe like 40% of the way. Um, I guess I don't even know how it got started. I guess one of the Mardi Gras people was like, "We have like crawfish," and it was like a crawfish boil. And when
Hmm.
I'm telling you, like, oh, because they brought up like some of them to the players and like the coaches, and so literally one of our coaches jumps off our moving trailer and goes and comes back with a huge plate full of crawfish. And then it gets back. Oh no, I was cracking up. I was cracking up. And then you have like both of us because I'm like following them obviously to make sure that they get back to the parade and everything.
Right.
Um, First of all, you just see us like running. He's holding a plate of crawfish. Everyone's laughing. So we get there, that he gets back on, whatever. And I want to say probably about 60-75% of the way, there's a big old sign, free gumbo. I have like three players and a coach jump off, go get the free. I got not even players. I got the dancers too, also running to get the free gumbo. And then it's like it took a little while, so probably about like two or three floats past us. And so you just see all of us running with our big steaming piles of gumbo trying to get back to our float. I was cracking
If you leave
up.
the beach hungry on Mardi Gras, it's your own fault.
No, literally.
It's one
Literally.
of
I
the
was
things that everybody's cooking, everybody's eating, everybody's giving giving food away, alcohol away,
Oh
Jello
God. Oh
shots.
my God, that alcohol. Oh my God. Like that was
It,
rough.
I always tell people, ain't no party like an island party, and
No,
especially a
literally.
barefoot Mardi Gras party.
And the players and the dancers got to experience that for the first time, which I was really excited about. But yeah, no, I think they
That's
had a
it. That is
blast.
fun for them. It is fun for people on their first visit, and even guests that come to watch it. I
Mm.
have people that I know that have lived here their whole life, and yes, Saturday's barefoot Mardi Gras was the first time they've ever been there, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I've been coming since I've been living here." Of course, I lived on the island, so I found
Yeah,
out
so
about
you
it
knew
right when
about
I.
it a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's like very like it's not very talked about like in the city.
yeah,
It's very
yeah.
much so
Unless
an
you know
island
about
thing.
it.
Yeah, unless you know about it, unless you know someone on the island or you've been there or whatever. Or
Hmm.
you're one of the unlucky ones trying to go to the beach on that day.
Yeah. What? Which float was your favorite? Did you see them all?
I will say I don't know about the players. No, I didn't see all of them, but there was Dolly Parton float.
Hmm.
Loved it. And then there
Keller
was
Williams did the shout out to Keller Williams girls that did the Dolly
there was
Parton.
hilarious. They were hilarious. That was perfect. And then there was Spirit Halloween float, which I loved.
Oh yeah.
But we had I have a video of one of the players going and he's like vlogging it and he's like uh, obviously joking around with like the mechanical and it starts to move and has like the chainsaw one and he just
Hmm.
like freaks out. I was cracking
That
up.
is funny. That was
Um
a good one. Mine
that
was
was
one of my favorite ones was the big octopus.
I saw that one.
The tentacles and it squirted
Mm-hmm.
out bubbles and water
Oh, I
and
didn't see that.
yeah, it had they made it and it had little things that they shot out. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, no, it
Yeah, there was
was
a lot of cool floats. There was
there
a lot of
was.
um cool little like mini things. Like I love the Humvees, but
Oh
like
yeah.
the Ghostbusters, the
Oh
little couple
yes.
that did Ghostbusters.
Yes.
It's
No,
a
they
good time. It gets bigger every year.
yeah.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's Barefoot Mardi Gras. Um, they have a page. You can go and look at all the pictures. There's tons of pictures there from
Are
this
there
past
pictures from
weekend.
this year out already?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta
there's
look.
some of it already
I
that
gotta go look.
I haven't seen any of the thing, but yeah, there was
Okay.
if you've never been to Barefoot Mardi Gras, put it on your local, put it on your radar to go next year. If you're not local, make
Come
plans to
down.
come to
Yeah.
Corpus during that time. And when it's a good beach day, it makes it all the much
Yes.
better. But I will tell you, people started getting there. Though there were some people that camped out, which you're not supposed to do,
Yeah.
but people started arriving at 4:30 Saturday, 7 hours before the parade starts.
Ugh.
And
I
they're
mean,
what's funny is I it just cracks me up because you can find any type of alcohol that you're looking for it walking up and down.
oh
And
yeah.
some people
There
I've
was
known to pass
beer,
out
there was
before the parade
liquor.
even starts because they're so inebriated by the time 11 o'clock
Yeah.
comes.
I will say though, I think it might get even better next year because Brewster's did buy the boathouse out on that
Hmm.
corner of Windward,
Hmm.
so that they'll probably do something out there. Like it's gonna be really cool. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, I had a
it
blast.
was
It was
good.
good. And it
It
was
was
like almost
good
like
for
a
the place.
perfect way to kick off like our March, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad the guys liked it and so enjoyed themselves and got to
Yeah.
experience a Mardi Gras.
hmm
Okay, so football.
Football. The NFL Combine was this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So they had their on-field workouts that took place. And while Quinn Ewers was there at the Combine, of course, it was actually another Longhorn putting UT on the map for them. So
Oh,
Matthew Golden,
429. Matthew Golden.
yeah, he ran a 4.29 in the 40-yard dash, which means he had the fastest 40 time among wide receivers at the Combine.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in
hmm
football, nothing really else right now going on
Mm-mm.
other than
Yeah,
indoor arena is
arena
kicking
is
off. I
coming
think
up.
some kick off this weekend, didn't they?
No.
Maybe other leagues or whatever, but I
I
know
think
that.
other leagues, but our league, our first, like the first game of the league is, I want to say Saturday the 8th, and it is Southwest Kansas Storm, and I want to say Washington Wolfpack, honestly. So they play Saturday and then we play Monday against Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
And y'all introduced the team
We
yesterday.
did. We had our preseason pep rally, which it was great. Some people showed out. Um, it was just a fantastic way, I think, to kind of kick off the season. Um,
We got returning players.
we got returning players. We have, I want to say, six returning players.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
six
yeah,
returning.
Fuentes,
Fuentes,
King,
Alasakis, King,
Alasakis.
Tapia, Taylor, and Workman.
There you go. There's the six.
There's our six, and then the rest of the team is
Are
new.
new to the Corpus
Yeah,
Christi
but not
community.
to
Indoor,
the
yeah, they do have the Tritons this year have a very vetted
hmm
team. Um, Coach Anderson is running a tight ship, but he's also running a ship with experienced players
yeah.
that are in it that have been in it for a minute. So if you thought it, I guess if you thought it was exciting
You're gonna be even
last
more
year,
excited
this
this
year's going to
year.
be more because the competition's a little higher.
Yeah, and you can actually watch it, and it's gonna be streaming on Evergreen. It'll be streamed on all devices, so Apple and Android. You can download the app, and it'll be every arena football game will be on there this season. Um, and then also, apparently, something that I think a lot of people will like is you can now do fantasy football with our league.
I saw that.
Yeah,
And I
it's
meant to
live.
ask the guys about that this weekend. I don't know how to play
I don't either.
fantasy. Well,
I don't want to play
that's
fantasy
not
anything,
something.
but I don't know. I don't know how to
You
play
should
fantasy
start a
anything.
fantasy hockey.
I don't need to start it. It exists. I just don't play.
Oh, it does exist?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it
Okay.
exists.
Okay, I
It's
didn't even know it
yeah.
existed.
It exists. Is I just it exists. I just don't do
Yeah, I
it
don't know how to do
because
fantasy football. I have girlfriends that love fantasy football. I don't know how to play it.
well now
I
they can do
know I
fantasy football with our
understand the
league.
strategic part of it. I just don't have the patience to keep up with all of that stuff. Like
Yeah.
who I need to score and who I need to do yards and all of that stuff. But I didn't realize that the indoor arena league had it.
Yeah, we it just went live. Yes, no, I lied. It went live. I think it went live Saturday actually. So now
That's
they can
funny.
now that you can play fantasy football with all of our arena league. And it's on Alt Fantasy Sports.
And I
So
saw that y'all had new shirts out at so y'all got new Triton
we got
shirts
new Triton shirts.
with different logos than
Yes.
previous year.
Yes. Really cool. Definitely more, I feel like more detailed than last year. So we
Hmm.
have those. We will have koozies. We have our keychains and our stickers. We'll have stickers with the newer logo. Um, Same logo concept, just a little bit more detailed. And then we will eventually have hats again. I know that was a big selling point last year.
I
So we'll
know,
have that.
man. People want the hats. Y'all,
I mean, it makes sense because we're in South Texas, so it's hot and people want
yep,
to wear hats.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's probably the most exciting thing happening in football right now. Until we figure out like the draft and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Mhm.
Okay, hockey,
Ooh.
Nico,
Oh my God, my man. So they played
your future
in
ex-husband.
no,
That's
not
what my
ex,
girl. I tell my
not
girlfriends. Is
ex.
that your future ex-husband?
He's not my future ex-husband. Um, who were they playing last night on Saturday night? Oh my God. I'm drawing a blank on who they were playing. Oh, were playing Utah. The Utah Hockey Club, which is their first season, last Saturday night. Nico scored a goal, of course. And he got his 400th career point. Which is really exciting because
That
it's
is
always a
exciting.
huge thing when they hit like those 100th point marks, or 100th goals or whatever. So it was exciting. They did secure a win in Utah for the first ever win in Utah. Um, there's also a old Devils player, John Marino, who got traded to Utah this past season. So they played against him last night, which was really, really. It's always bittersweet when you play against
Right.
an old teammate. But I guess Luke Hughes was asked about it, and he said that they went and had dinner the night before. So still really, really good friends, especially those younger hockey players. Um, and then the Stadium Series also happened Saturday night with Columbus versus Detroit. Columbus ended up winning 5-3. But I think what really, really, truly spoke about this Stadium Series is obviously following the tragedy that was the loss of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. The NHL in itself has done tremendous amounts of honoring him, not just NHL, but all of the teams around the league.
Hmm.
Um, from the 32 teams to even during our Four Nations, when they hung that 13 jersey in the stall with them.
Right.
Um, so every year with Stadium Series, the teams walk out in like some costume outfit inspired by their city. Last year we had Philadelphia coming out as Rockies, and we had jerseys coming out as Sopranos.
Right.
This year, they both teams walked out honoring Johnny Gaudreau. Columbus came out. I'm gonna start crying. Came out wearing like a Johnny Gaudreau outfit, so it was like sweatpants, a hoodie, a black hat, and shoes. All something that he's been pictured in several times prior to the loss of his life. And then Detroit all wore jerseys signifying moments in Johnny's career. So some were USA jerseys, some were Columbus jerseys, some were Eagles jerseys, like he played in school. Um, so it was really, really touching to see that. And then Meredith Gaudreau and then her two kids and Johnny's mom walked Columbus out onto the field. And that is just something that is so incredible. Um,
Mm.
and to really see the Blue Jackets just kind of
Mm.
taking this family in, um,
Boy,
and just
there's no
honoring.
crying in hockey, girlfriend.
No, just
God,
crying,
that's
just
awesome though.
crying.
But that shows the legacy.
Oh
You
yeah,
want people take sports out of it. Take sports out of it.
yeah,
If you can be remembered by people at different times
mm-hmm.
after your death, that says a lot about the character
Oh yeah, who
of
he
who
was,
you
yeah,
are, the player that he was, the leaders
mm-hmm.
that you know what I mean, like all of it.
Yeah,
And sometimes I mean Kobe Bryant has been passed away for 5 years now, and he is still being honored and
yeah,
revered because of the leadership. He wasn't perfect, but the leadership that he displayed,
mm-hmm.
um, and the perseverance
Yeah,
and the so and it's the same way with these guys, you
yeah.
know, that
It's
that
crazy and
they were
it's
so well
amazing.
respected because of their work ethic and their leadership on and off the
Nice.
the ice, that it just says a lot. It
Yeah.
does. And when you have that kind of reputation and it's tragically taken,
Mm-hmm.
this is the only way they know how to, you know what I mean, which is
And
good for
they're
their
yeah,
family, but they still relive it every time, so a part of it is like,
it's a little, but like Meredith has just been a symbol of grace through all of this.
yeah.
Um, and she really is just, I think, someone who's just handling it beautifully. Obviously, we see what the camera shows and everything. We don't know what's going
Right.
on behind closed doors. Um, but just the way, oh, also, because Columbus did their mom's trip, Johnny's mother went on the trip with them. And it was
Oh,
just, yeah. It's like those moments that are like, like that hurts for that family. But
yeah,
also,
it's good
good job on the Columbus Blue Jackets for just
taking them in.
like, yeah, really, really proving that your team is your family.
Yeah, yeah, I love
Okay,
it.
so before I continue crying, um, while we play the 2025 Stadium Series, the 2027 Stadium Series was announced as well, yeah, Saturday. So, which is really exciting, and also also I'm a little bitter about it. Um, so Utah, they'll have been in the league for 2 seasons at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Is gonna host Vegas at the Smiths ballpark, which can hold up to 16,500 fans, which
Hmm.
if that entire stadium sells out, which it probably will because Stadium Series always do, um,
Hmm.
it would make that the most attended game, most attended sporting event in Utah.
Oh, wow.
Which it's Utah, so I guess I really can't say much. But I'm also really bitter that it's going to be like not even like their second full season because
Right.
the 2027 Stadium Series is happening on December 23rd, 2026. So it's literally going to be like their second season.
Oh, wow.
I am excited for Vegas to play that one because I do think Vegas needed a Stadium Series. And I know my mom's going to be really happy because she loves the Vegas Golden Knights. Um, so I'm excited to see what
Well,
their.
now you get to go to Vegas, don't you? Can't you make a trip to Vegas to go
It won't
see a
be in
game?
Vegas. It'll be Utah.
Oh.
They're playing in
Mm,
Utah. Also,
mm.
Stadium Series tickets are more expensive than Longhorn tickets. I'm not saying something. Oh, that's a football news. Longhorns, they're building it. They're not building. They're renovating their stadium. And like the athletic department, which it looks gorgeous, but because of the rise in cost and stadium and renovation building costs and all that, they are now charging $13 more per ticket, which doesn't seem like a lot. Doesn't seem like a
That
lot.
is a lot though, because on 10 tickets, that's an extra $130 they earned
Hmm.
for the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I did read that and I was like, that looks really pretty. I didn't want to pay an extra $13 for a ticket.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Oh
uh,
God. But you know, I mean, that's what, and again, that's part of the reason, if we're going to keep it honest, that we need indoor arena football here, so that kids can afford
to
to
go
go see
see,
football
yeah,
players play without breaking the bank and
yeah,
families can take. So, that's just a minor note to it because
yeah,
obviously 13, and then that, I mean, when they raise the price for that, do you not think that they're going to raise the price for a
anything
beer
else, yeah.
or a hot dog or
Oh yeah, yeah,
corn? And it's sad and it's frustrating, but I understand it. Like I get both sides of it, but a family, you got to think if you're a family of four, 14 times, I mean, 4 times 13 is an extra $52 that you
yeah,
weren't planning on spending, you know?
yeah.
And I think parking's what,
Ugh, I don't know what to think
8,
about that.
10, 12.
Probably
What did
more.
we do? Where did we do? Oh, we parked
We
in.
we didn't park in a parking lot. We parked on the side of the street.
Oh
And
my
then
goodness.
just to tie it, I will say, growing the game in the NH back to hockey, is such a huge thing, and I really think the league is doing a really good job at growing the game. Um,
Uh-huh.
but I thought it was really, really funny that I don't know if you saw it, but the Kachuk brothers, Matthew and Brady, who just came off the Four Nations,
Uh-huh.
and are both injured, so they're not playing right now. Um, first of all, Matthew Kachuk went on uh a late night show. I think maybe with Jimmy Fallon. And then they both went on the Kelsey's podcast in the Heights.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
like the Kelsey brothers. I know some people don't. I do. I like them.
But yeah,
I
I thought it was really funny. It was also really weird to see both those worlds like being mixed together. Um
football and hockey.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they went on in and then the
But
Kelsey
an
brothers.
athlete is an athlete. I mean, it just depends on what sport, right?
Yeah,
So they're brothers, right? And obviously these are brothers, but it's a different vibe. And
it is.
hockey and football, of course, are far different, just in general. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to go and
Yeah. I thought
look at
it
that.
popped up on my TikTok, and I was cracking up. And
Oh,
then
girl, let's talk about TikTok. Let's do the girl talk a minute for about TikTok.
okay.
Do you want to take a break first and then come back and do it? Let's take
Yeah,
a break.
let's hear a message from our sponsor real quick.
Okay.
Want to know what's going on in Corpus Christi? Make sure you check out cceventscalendar.com. That holds all of the events going on for the entire month. New are added daily. And again, that is cceventscalendar.com. Okay, what's going on with TikTok?
Okay. So, girl, TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I get lost in those rabbit holes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one guy on there that I want to talk about, and his name I want to say is like Tizzy Entertainment or whatever.
Okay.
But he is a I don't he's a white guy with a beard, and he does not do ugly. Like he does not allow people to be racist and all of that. And like you know how if someone's recording somebody going on or an event, he all you have to do is send it if it especially if it's a bad kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he will do whatever he has to do to try to help find the perpetrators. And
Hmm.
it is, I can't tell you how many people lost their jobs over acting crazy out in public because people, but it's TikTok is so, it can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just like any social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I am so invested, I'm so vested in TikTok now because I love being able to see perspectives from all
Over.
over the world and
Yeah.
not I feel like there's some things on Facebook that were censored from.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that there's some things on Instagram we're probably censored from, but on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok there's not. Maybe we are and I just don't see it because I see everybody else talking in other countries and
Mm-hmm.
doing other stuff, and some of it's good, some of it's bad, whatever. But this Tizzy guy, if you're listening, go find him on TikTok, Tizzy. And it's really cool that he tries to. I don't believe in airing everybody's dirty laundry, but if you're an ass or you're a B,
Mm-hmm.
deserve what you get.
Love that. Um, okay. It's
Okay, what
time.
else?
Do you have a would you rather for me to
Yes,
round us out?
yes, 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 yes. Okay. Would you rather stargaze or watch a sunset with a man? Stargaze with a man or sunset with a man?
Can I pick both?
No. Oh my
Because
God.
you can watch the sunset and then stay where you are and then stargaze.
True. But which one would say you would do the sunset?
Um,
Because technically you could do the stargaze afterwards, so you get both.
yeah.
Okay. How did I know Michaela was gonna do that one? Um, would you rather, oh my goodness, be thought of as unintelligent or unkind?
Unintelligent. I never want to be thought of as unkind.
Yeah. And unintelligent. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm not intelligent. Like there's certain topics I'm like,
Honestly,
what?
sometimes I'm dumb. A lot of times I'm dumb. So I'd much rather someone continue to think that I'm dumb than to
Yeah.
think that
And
I'm
unkind.
unkind.
Okay. One more.
Okay.
Would you rather have a bucket of salt dumped on you or a bucket of sugar dumped on you?
It's bad luck for salt to spill, so I'll go with sugar.
It is?
Yeah. If you like drop salt, you're supposed to throw some over your left shoulder or your right shoulder.
What is this you're talking of?
It's like that's like a superstition. Like
Really?
if you spill sh salt, spill
Salt.
shirt, you're supposed to throw some over your like intentionally throw some over your right shoulder to ward off the bad luck.
Hmm.
The more you
Who
know.
knew? Who knew? Look at
Yes,
there.
I'd much rather be covered in sugar.
Pour some sugar
Sugar
on
on
me.
me.
That would be me. Okay,
Yeah,
so what do we have in God, we didn't have a lot today.
we
I think
didn't.
we're tired though. It's Monday. It's gonna be a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you're gonna be busy getting ready for a season. So tickets are on sale,
Tickets
yes.
on sale. Get them at the American Bank Center.
Y'all had a pep rally yesterday, named the things, and kids got tickets to go to games.
Yeah, so
Yes.
tickets. Kids who showed up got a free ticket. So we'll see some kids out there. But yeah, tickets are available on Ticketmaster or they are available at the American Bank City box office or as now they are calling it the bank per one of our players. Um he's trying to make the bank happen instead of American Bank Center. He wants people to be know it as the bank.
Okay.
I told him it was going to happen, but he's going to try. So we'll see if it happens. I doubt it.
The bank.
The
We're
bank.
gonna meet you at the bank.
We're going to meet you. That doesn't make sense because it's
It.
literally you can just go to the bank.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
but yeah. So today in sports is back in 1968. Jean Bellevue from Montreal becomes the second NHLer to score 1,000 points.
Another Canadian.
Another Canadian, which is
I
going to be
wish we could.
surprised.
I miss Canada as our friends. Even again in TikTok political world, they don't like us. They don't. It makes me so sad. It's like you don't have to hate us all. We're not all mean. So
Yeah.
yeah, even seeing that it was Montreal and it was Canadian, it makes me sad because we're supposed to be able to celebrate that, and it's like I want to, but then there's so much drama going on, girl. It is like cheese meh in the political
Well,
world
of
right
course it
now,
is.
and that's crazy. So, all right, well, I know that it's going to be a busy week this week for
Mm-hmm.
everybody, and Michaela is hoping everybody gets tickets to go to the game because
Yes.
she wants to oh, what's the theme for next Mondays?
Our theme is kicking off spring break.
So they're allowed to wear their swimsuits and their
No.
okay, what are they?
Come fully dressed, please.
It is beach themed though.
It's
Act like you're
beach
going to the
themed.
beach,
Actually,
right?
do it respectfully and family friendly, though.
Girl, if you saw some of the
Oh, I
swimsuits
know.
on the beach on
Oh, I know.
Saturday,
Trust me, if I was not in the parade, I would be the exact same way.
exactly.
And on that note, if you enjoy listening to us, make sure you subscribe, follow, and like us on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. We are here at the very least once a week to bring you all of the girl talk, sports
If
talk
you get lucky, you get lucky twice. But we can guarantee you once.
once. As always, this is Michaela.
This is Melina.
Remember, sports are for girls too.
Whoop, whoop. Are you looking to grow your business and increase your brand visibility? Become a sponsor with the Girl Talk Sports Talk podcast. Our sponsorship opportunities offer you a unique chance to connect with our dedicated fan base and community. Let us help you elevate your business name and reach new heights. Contact Melina or Michaela today to learn more about how you can get involved and make a lasting impact. Join us and watch your business thrive.